Hey everybody, it's Joseph again with Cordell Christian Organic Salon, and today I want to go over some of our body contouring services. So body contouring is a health and wellness type of anti-aging beauty treatment that's been increasing in popularity over the past several years. Most of these technologies emerged sometime within the last 20 to 25 years in various forms, and today there's this surge in beauty companies producing these 3-in-1, 4-in-1, 5-in-1, 6-in-1 beauty machines for salons, spas, and various types of health practitioners to have the ability to work with clients to assist those clients in reaching their health, wellness, and body image goals. Now, body contouring, I'm actually going to reach over here and grab one more machine. Okay, so body contouring is comprised of several different technologies, and I'm going to go over each one briefly with you. Let me see here. I'm actually going to go ahead and use my pamphlet that I had made for this. So I'm just going to read out of the pamphlet to you just because I have this habit where if I start explaining the technology to you without having something to kind of ground me, I will spend a lot of time on each one of them, and this video will end up being super long. But essentially body contouring, body slimming, body shaping, these are all basically methods to non-invasively either reshape, tighten, slim the body without any need for surgery, drugs, or pain, and in a non-medical beauty setting, in a wellness setting, in a spa setting. And these therapies do take time, and they do typically require a series of sessions followed by a series of sessions depending on the kind of results you're looking for, right? So we can get rid of wrinkles, we can tighten up the skin, we can reduce cellulite, we can do all kinds of things theoretically. At least that's what the machines are built for. But of course, a lot of it depends on your age, weight, goals. It's very popular in certain cultural segments for people to use these to basically accentuate areas and to basically just maybe they're already pretty happy with the type of body they have, but they're just really wanting to make something look a little bit more a certain way. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and read through the pamphlet. So let's go over the first one is laser lipo. So laser lipo is a minimally invasive cosmetic procedure that uses heat from fiber optic lasers at various wavelengths to melt body fat. So in this case, these are 600 in approximately 50 nanometers lasers. They're infrared lasers. And so the pads, they have these infrared lasers, and they're placed directly onto the skin in the area that you want to slim and tighten, allowing the laser energy to interact with the tissue. This creates a chemical signal in the fat cells, breaking down the stored triglycerides into free fatty acids, cholesterol, releasing them through the channels in the cell membranes. This causes the fat cells to shrink, potentially resulting in lost images. Now, in my pamphlet, I'll just zoom in for you right quick. So basically it's showing the different tissue, and it's showing basically the tissue shrink from the fat being released from the laser light. Now, lasers, in one of my other videos, you can watch our cold laser video. These are cold lasers. Cold lasers can be used for pain, inflammation, and a lot of other uses as well. So it's not specific to just slimming from fat, but it also helps to tighten the skin. Another thing that this machine does, another service we do, and so each one of these services is a different kind of service, but we can combine them for optimal results, is called cavitation. It's using a type of focused ultrasound. It's a large probe that goes and worked on the surface of the body, on the skin, creating ultrasound waves. Okay. So the cavitation is a non-invasive cosmetic treatment which uses ultrasound therapy to reduce fat cellulite within the body. Ultrasonic cavitation works by getting rid of pesky fat and toxins through the urinary and lymphatic systems. Ultrasonic waves cause vibrations that excite water molecules within the cells, causing them to liquefy their contents into the bloodstream. This treatment tightens skin at the same time and also removes fat, so that there's no empty, loose, or sagging skin left behind when the fat disappears. Now, there's a couple of arguments about whether or not cavitation actually destroys fat or whether it just drains fat, similar to the way that the lasers work. I would say, based off of, I've looked at lots of science on this, it does both, okay? High intensity focused ultrasound, which is called HIFU, that will definitely destroy fat tissue, whereas this is designed to basically break down fat tissue. So when you're breaking down, it's much more mild. There's no downtime, there's no pain, there's no bruising, swelling. The most people ever typically experience is redness. which is just basically blood flow, which is what you want when you're working on doing things like that. Another type of, the rest of the things in this machine are called radio frequency. Radio frequency creates a radio frequency field. There's 3 kinds of radio frequency here. Each one has these little poles on it. These are basically electrical poles, like north, south, east, west, that kind of thing. So each one this is designed for small areas such as the eyes and face. This is designed for neck, face, chin, and maybe like certain areas of the abdomen. This is designed for large areas of the body to be able to move around more. And then this one right here is a vacuum version that basically uses cupping. It basically draws the skin in and has 2 flat electrodes which become the poles for the radio frequency field. And it basically is used for kind of like accentuating areas and moving the lymph and things around while doing the same time. So radio frequency is a cosmetic treatment that is minimally invasive procedure, uses radio waves to tighten skin and improve skin tone. The radio frequency energy penetrates the skin layers to selectively heat skin tissue where the collagen fibers are embedded. The local heating causes an immediate contraction of the collagen fibers. Well, it's not the collagen fibers, it's a skin fibroblast. And fat cells drain and then shrink while those important fibroblast cells, part of the connective tissue, are stimulated to produce new collagen and elastic fibers. So your fibroblast is like a branched structure on the skin. It's like, think of like tree branches. When the skin gets stretched and pulled, those fibers become loose, and as you age, your metabolism slows down, your cell turnover rate, which is how fast your cells basically grow, move, divide, slows down. And so what happens is when you stimulate with the radio frequency wave, those fibroblasts basically start kind of like shrinking and constricting. And what happens is over time, the collagen gets produced. Now, some people say that radio frequency is designed to basically damage the collagen, but it's really not damaging it. It's stimulating it. Okay, stimulating something does not mean damaging. Okay, it's basically moving it around, shaking it, basically. Now, extended radio frequency can lead to damaged collagen and damaged skin fibers, but typically that's not the goal. Isn't to damage it. The goal is to basically stimulate it. So when you do that, basically you get some immediate tightening to a certain point, some constriction, but then over time you get plumping and tightening. And so every single one of these kind of treatments can take anywhere from 2 to 20 treatments on an area to get the effects you want. It all depends on your age, lifestyle, things like that. Okay, let's go over who makes a good candidate for body contouring. Basically, people who are healthy, have realistic goals, ideally close to their ideal weight with a stubborn area they want to work on, or even somebody who's young and doesn't have necessarily like they want to lose weight or tighten skin, but rather they want to kind of like change the shape of something or change the size of something. Now let's talk about that for a minute. And that's one of those areas that's kind of the weirdest one to talk about with people, because a lot of people don't know how to talk about it without making themselves feel self-conscious. But essentially, we have the ideal candidates for stuff like this is going to be people who want a non-toxic, drug-free, medical procedure-free way to work on their body interactively over time to get results on the way they want their body to look. Realistically speaking, of course. So we also have a machine here that allows us to do cupping therapy. And so these cups come in various sizes, and there's a lot of different places that advertise a lot of different. So we have about 30 different size cups. Okay, so this can be used for cupping on like the back and anywhere in the body for lymphatic drainage and all the benefits that are come along with traditional cupping services. But then we have these special shaped cups, and there's a bunch of different sizes of them. And what these do are these are fitted over areas of the chest on a woman, potentially. And of course, if a woman does sign up for those services, we have a female technician that would work with you. I wouldn't be working with you on that. And then we have bigger ones for the buttocks region to be able to work on that area. And what it does is it basically grabs those areas, suctions them in, and then the computer that it hooks up to, it actually has a computer, a touchscreen computer that hooks up to the cupping machine that basically can control the rate of pulling and releasing. So sometimes we'll have it where it'll hold the tissue for a while and then release, hold and then release. So when we do treatments like that, that's actually like stimulating 2 things. Whenever there's treatments where it just draws the tissue up and holds it, those types of treatments are designed for basically increased blood flow to help make the size of that area start to grow, become bigger, because the tissue expands as it gets pulled and all that blood flow comes in. So it helps to perk up like that, right? Now for the pushing and pulling, which is where it releases and then sucks and then releases and sucks on those areas, is designed for similar benefits as well as basically the equivalent of doing a muscle contraction, just like if I'm lifting a weight, right? It's pulling the muscle and then releasing the muscle, pulling the muscle, releasing the muscle. And this can also be done on the stomach too. So like for abs, right? We can actually work out the muscles on the stomach with the cups, where it'll actually pull and stimulate those muscles, which is really convenient to be able to do. We can combine that with other therapies, so you can actually do more than one therapy at once. So I've had people that come in and literally will get laser lipo, cupping on their stomach to basically stimulate muscles there, as well as a PEMF session. So we basically try to catalyze the body's changes by giving you as many holistic ways to address the issue as possible. And the video is getting a little long, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. But if you have any questions, you can always Google and research these. I'm a person that I'm a researcher and I'm also a practitioner, and so when I offer these therapies in my holistic wellness spa organic salon center, I always try to stick to the side of science and reason and give people the most realistic expectations for what is possible. This is great for men and women for a wide range of goals that people want to reach, and it can assist you in your goals, especially if you're already doing other things at home and in the gym and to do that. And if you're not, here at the center, we're going to be having tons of fitness and nutrition based practitioners and people that we host for events and seminars and trainings and teachings to help educate everyone on how they can get into this stuff and really get somewhere with it, and just change your life with the way that you do things. There's so many other benefits that go along with electric medicine and body contouring and these different therapies, but they're things that are realized over time. They're not instant results, even though some results can be had during each session. Now, there's one other machine that I'll talk about in another video, but it's called cryotherapy, which is cryo radiofrequency therapy for tightening and slimming. It's kind of like all-in-one treatment, and those are 30-minute sessions, and that's sort of like the Sheng Rouleau, or like the what's the word? I don't even know the verbs I'm trying to use, but that's kind of like the top of the line way to tighten and slim the body in selective areas. But it also takes a bit of time to see the results, whereas these things can be combined with it, And I'll have a whole separate video on cryo tightening and slimming that you can go check out. Thanks so much for watching. If you have questions, reach out to us. You can go to our website, CordellChristianSalon.com. You can reach out to us via phone or text at 469-873-0368. And you can, if you're on Facebook, you can message us there. If you find this video on Facebook, please consider liking our page and the video and sharing the video with other people. If you're on likewise on YouTube, please like and subscribe and share this video with other people. We're really looking to start a health movement and to change the world and to get people involved in taking better care of themselves and educating themselves and their families about all the different possibilities for how you can boost your health, wellness, and vitality. We hope everyone out there a happy and healthy 2022. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.